guys, my name is Mightman. Welcome to yet again another weapon review video. Now we are needing to kind of push through all these X weapons so we can kind of review the next kind of batch of stuff that's going to be coming out as of the 2nd of April when the Easter event's coming out and the anniversary calf event as well. Today we have X-Kukri, which is a melee weapon. You need to be level 25 to equip it and have 120 melee skill to master it. And again, Clayton, please fix this. You need to be level 50 to craft it, which feels a bit backwards again. Base critical damage is 15%, critical chance is 15%. It is quite a slow weapon to use compared to other melees that I would prefer. It has a 60 damage per hit with a 300 critical, swings about 1.5 times per second. It has quite a short reach, but it can damage up to 3 enemies and somehow has an enhanced damage radius. This was implemented as a patch in 2024 when Raven Ridge kind of came about, and this is lootable within the inner city and Raven Ridge as well. It's kind of more of exclusive from Pro. So this is going to be an interesting one because this does require a few different things to use, and it is one of the kind of new ones I've not reviewed yet. So we'll have a quick look at our grinding one. See, so this is going to pop off in a second. It's 150 per hit, and yeah, it should go pretty damn well. There is a boss hive sitting about the area, so it's one up, one left, so let's go fight it. Okay, just before we get into this zone, just to put this out there, I am going to have 25% plus damage boost because of the mastery, but as you can see, it is actually going to be quite a small kind of reach weapon. It does certainly can make it a bit more difficult in terms of how things are, but it is fundamentally going to do some good here. If not, it's going to be a bit more troublesome to use it against a boss, or a boss hive in particular. The damage overall isn't too bad. It will one shot quite a lot of stuff around the bunker. It will, to some degree, one shot things around Raven Ridge, maybe just the wolves, if anything, and the deer, which are kind of basic zombies anyway. In Death Row, it might do the eyes, it might do the armor stuff. It will kill the armor stuff, but it would take about 3 to 4 swings to kill the 1,000 eyes. Fundamentally, in this boss hive, it isn't going to be particularly easy, and I don't want to make this a long video, so we'll just kind of get to the grasp of things. The drawbacks for this weapon is that obviously it's a melee, so you're needing to get in close range, and obviously with something for the Black Titan, it is going to be a bit more troublesome. The damage isn't particularly the best, but it is a melee weapon, so it does bypass the armor penetration necessity from most firearms. The range on this isn't particularly well at the same time. There is one in this list that does have a bit more range and is a bit better and more commonly available, if I remember right. Because this was a later edition, it was a bit more difficult to get your hands on it, and with some of the requirements of the weapons you need like a Kukri, the market wasn't necessarily in the best spot to provide a god-crafted one at that stage, unless you got very lucky with your loot previously. But then you got given the Krampus Claw one of the Christmas events as a gift in the cases, or whatever it's called. I can't remember what the presents. But yeah, so far in its base form, I think this thing will do you good looting. It's probably a 4 out of 10 in terms of that case. It's not built for take on the hordes, it's just there to kind of be personal defense and get you from A to B. But with the 2 crux of this, we are going to have our boosts on as usual, and we are doing a lot more damage now. It's even stumbling the mother, which isn't particularly hard to do, but it is noticeable. Just doing over under 1,000 damage, which particularly does help in this sense, because we want to do as much damage as we can before the Black Titan starts coming after us, and it is there as if it's on cue. Now, with the kind of dexterity I've got here, which is about 60% now because of the supply officer being gone, this is still hitting quite fast. Not the speed I would prefer it, because we have others like the Santa Claus, the Santa Slayer in particular, that I do think would be a better alternative, but obviously it is more of a seasonal weapon. It doesn't contain the same kind of pack your punch in that sense with the damage, but I would say it's still a better contender for for this all round. We'll see if we can even kill a few things in this video. We've got obviously plenty of zombies destroyed here, but we need to grab some of these bosses here because I want to, whoa, not die. And I got hit by a spider. That's fine. So like I said, the issue for this weapon is there is a bit of a need for some sort of range weapon here. You don't want to particularly be taking on bosses with melee because that is quite little in a way of suicide here. As you can see, oh, see, I am going to die. So let's make this a good one, I guess, with how things can go. So as long as we don't get anything else spawning like that, we've got another spider spawning, which is not particularly helpful. But getting in close range of obviously all these enemies does make it a lot more harder. Obviously, people will say skill issue. I'll say yes, totally. I've got the biggest skill issue in Dead Frontier. But we are taking out quite a fair bit of zombies here with it. The damage, again, I really can't complain with the full potential of this damage. The rate of fire as well. Oh, so a critical hit. That's where the new event won't be particularly great. 2%. Should we just cast end it here? Well, yeah, we'll start blasting. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think. Personally, scale 1 to 10 with the full potential of this, you can see it being 6, 7 at the most. Reason being is because obviously with this it's more of a looting item, as a weapon you would use for looting, just to keep it in a better wording. It's not particularly the best when it comes to managing hordes, but with the kind of damage it does in its base form, you can fundamentally use it anywhere in the game. When it comes to hordes, bosses, maybe not in that kind of sense with the boss hive, but you could definitely take on individual bosses like the Char Titan if you know how to bob and weave. In the meantime though, I am going to try to kill these guys with 2 HP and the Cryo Storm, so thank you very much guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you guys think of this weapon. Would you grab it? Will you make it? Do you have one? What's it like? And I shall see you guys later and goodbye.